Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply, and this video is to bring you a closer look at the Rev-A-Shelf starter kit for their number RSRAL101. Okay, it's the box. This is what is called a starter kit, but it's really a complete assembly of all of the items that you need to make a substantial beginning to the installation of magnetic cabinet locks. So this video is going to be comprised of 3 independent videos where I've done previous work showing how the locks work, but this introduction to the starter kit will show you those components. Then after that we'll fall into an examination of just the unit itself. So the starter kit is simply going to give you 5 complete locks. Those locks are going to be comprised of the lock body, the strike, the metal pin, the screws that are needed to make it all work. You're going to get 2 magnetic keys as well. Okay, that is the starter kit. The magnetic key is placed on the outside of the cabinet to unlock the lock, and it's there to keep special knowledge, so to speak, over how a cabinet door is opened, whether you have an Alzheimer's sort of situation where some people will buy starter kits for. They may have an ailing parent that will be staying with them, and needing to keep cabinet doors locked is something that is greatly helpful to the scenario. I've sold this in applications that were nursing homes. I've sold it when somebody just didn't want to have any sort of view from the exterior, key lock, a touch latch, anything of that nature. And this is very helpful for that. You might have something on the inside of the cabinet that just needs to stay in there without people getting curious. The lock is not visible from the outside of the cabinet, which means it does not disturb the cabinet design. Accompanying each lock is a release bar, which when installed by the end user will disengage the lock, and the cabinet will open normally until the release bar is deactivated, and that is included in the package. Okay. So the rest of this video will begin the original overall view video of how the entire lock works. If you have any questions on this or any other Rev-A-Shelf product, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you. Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply, and this video is to bring you a closer look at the Rev-A-Shelf RSRAL101 magnetic cabinet door lock and strike plate. So here's what it looks like in its complete packaged form. I've got one disassembled here on my desk, and I'll show you the parts one at a time. There's the lock body. Latch, always extended. Let's go over the dimensions of the parts as we do this. Width, looks like it's 1 3/16 or so, 1 1/8 maybe, 1 1/4, pardon me. 1 1/4 height as well. A projection, looks like it's 1 inch. Then you're going to get a strike plate. Dimensionally, this measures it's a small piece. Inch and almost 1 9/16, 1.5 overall length. The width of the plate looks like 7/16, and a total projection about 3/8. Okay. Then you're going to get the other part you're going to get with it is the hold back feature, part that snaps in, and I'll show you how that goes in a moment. Unlock device, they call it. I would call it a holdback or a dogging feature. Plastic housing. It's here. You're going to get your insert, your extension pin, and an extension slug. You're also going to get a bag of screws, and then a template. Lock body template, strike template, self-adhesive, so you can get that taped down to the proper back set. I'm noticing that the template holes do not Forgive me. Yeah, the template holes are perfect. Yeah, the little plus signs is where the body's going to be attaching to, like that. Lines up real well. Same for the strike on the other side. Two little plus signs there. That's where the holes will be drilled. Use a center punch when you're starting these holes. You don't want your drill bit to walk at all. I think that's pretty important. The lock body. Okay, so the hold back feature. This is a piece of this red plastic that just literally snaps onto these holes. So carefully get it put on and snapped over. And at that point, you're able to, once the cabinet is open, you're able to flip that, push your latch in, flip that up, and then you've got it held back. Okay. Then we had our insert, which goes inside of here, and your extension pin. And what you're using these for is based on the thickness of the door. If you've got 1/2 to 5/8 door thickness, which is probably unlikely, this is where you'd be. If you've got more typically 5/8 to 1 1/8, and 1 inch maximum is what they're saying. Okay, you're going to have to drill a 9/32 diameter plunger hole in the back of the door for this to work. So using, and then the extension slug is shown in the image from the manufacturer for 1 1/8 to 1 9/16, but this is a 1 inch maximum door thickness, which is, in my opinion, to be related to the magnetic key. So the business end of this is when and I'm going to hold it vertically, when the magnet is presented, your door is in here, when the magnet is presented to the outside of the unit, it will unlock. And you can see here it's not, only because magnets are polarized, obviously. So when I turn it around, that's how that works. Really neat. People buy these because they want to keep people out of cabinetry and do so without presenting a key to them, knowing where the door is locked. I've had people buy these in corridors of medical buildings, like outpatient kind of stuff, but places where people can get to, office supply, storage. They don't want people to see a key, or to keep grandpa out of the kitchen cabinetry. That's an idea. So if you've got a thicker situation, that's where the extension pin comes in. And when that magnet is presented, there you go. So the hole in the back of the cabinet, the 9/32 hole, you're not going to drill through it, obviously, but drill it deep enough such that this pin can do its thing. And you'll have to determine that based on your actual door thickness, etc. Great quality little item here. Really neat design. Super common and popular. We sell these all the time. And just a little plastic guy, but a combination of plastic and magnets. Good stuff. If you have any questions on the Rev-A-Shelf RSRAL101 magnetic cabinet door with strike, or its sister related products, which is going to be your RSRAL101, which is the starter kit, and that starter kit is also on the website under that part number. That's going to give you a key, and then I think it's going to give you 5 locks. Let me take a look. Yeah, 5 locks, strike plates. Forgive me, it does not include a key. It's only going to give you 5 locks. So buying 5 of these locks, it's certainly less expensive than buying them one at a time. The key is part number RSRAL202. Completely, it's not included. Be sure to order that. Had a client recently just order the magnetic key, thinking that everything was included, and it's not. It's sold as components. The logic there is you might have 10 cabinets and need only 1 key. So they're sold separately. If you had a lock and a key every single time, that cost is going to be $40+, or at least at the time of this video. So they are sold separately. If you have any questions on this RSRAL101 magnetic cabinet door lock or any other Rev-A-Shelf product, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you very much. Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. In this video is to bring you a closer look at the Rev-A-Shelf RSRAL202 magnetic cabinet door lock. So this is a component in their Rev-A-Shelf magnetic lock, meaning that per the diagram in the extended description, when this is placed on the face of the cabinet door up to 1 inch maximum thickness, the lock will disengage, allowing you to open the cabinet door. When this key is removed, the lock relocks. Secure, nobody knows how it's locked, that sort of situation. Quite nifty little idea. I don't think a lot of people know about these, but they're a neat little idea, that's for sure. And what's really nice about them is the fact that the hardware is completely concealed. You're not dealing with a cylinder on the outside. You're not giving somebody a known point of installation for the lock so they can try to defeat it, that sort of situation. Sold as each. Let's get just an idea of the dimension so you have an idea. Overall length looks like it's about 1.25 inches. Overall diameter of the knob is about 1 3/8 inches. Oh, there's definitely a magnet in there. And the base is about 1 inch, about 1 inch in diameter. If you have any questions on the Rev-A-Shelf RSRAL202 magnetic cabinet door lock key, this is considered the key, or any other Rev-A-Shelf product, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you very much.